Welcome to 530 Barker Pass Road, located near some of the most expensive homes in Montecito, California. Set on just under 1.4 acres and tucked up a long driveway, providing privacy and views, this Spanish Mediterranean estate offers 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and a functionally single-level layout, plus an oversized 3-car garage. Inside, you'll find sun-filled living spaces framed by picture windows, capturing the ocean and mountain views, plus a seamless indoor-outdoor flow that reflects the Santa Barbara vacation lifestyle. The versatile layout includes an expansive entry-level primary bedroom suite, multiple living spaces, a downstairs media room, and flexible bedrooms ideal for guests, family, or office usage. Step outside to an expansive resort-style setting with a recently refinished pool, beautiful gardens, a mature orchard with numerous fruit trees, and endless room to create the backyard of your dreams. And when you're ready to explore, you're just minutes from beaches, hiking trails, Coast Village Road, Lotus Land, and some of Santa Barbara's best shopping, dining, and schools. So, if I have you intrigued, come with me and I'll show you around. One of the things that I love about this home is while it needs a little bit of cosmetic updating to kind of bring it back to its former grandeur, the layout is timeless and very versatile. It's what we call functionally single level, which means you have the primary bedroom suite, the living, kitchen, and all key areas of the house that are all without any stairs on the primary level of the house. You can see here, this is the main living space, and you're seeing what that nearly 4,400 square feet of living space looks like in room size. All of the room sizes are very generous. I love this hand-laid brick fireplace, really quintessential Santa Barbara, but also unique. And this room just gets flooded with natural light. You have these big picture windows or picture sliding glass doors where you can look out and see those incredible views we're gonna highlight a little bit later, but it just lets light pouring into this main living space. Over there to your right, you have a really sizable bar. Great to be updated to kind of modern standards, or you could reimagine the space into a little reading alcove or media nook or home office space. You also have a second bar downstairs off of the media room. One of the things that I love about this room and the attached dining room are these cathedral ceilings. Really great size and scale to this space. Plus you get the beam ceilings, which is still very much kind of classic Santa Barbara and great for any renovation you do on the property. One of the other elements that's kind of timeless are these coved openings between the rooms or passageways. It adds so much of that old world charm that's even more reminiscent of a 20s or 30s home versus this era. As you can see here, the dining room is very ample in size, plenty of space for an extended family Thanksgiving dinner. Flowing out Southern California style to the outdoor alfresco dining area and the pool below, all with that backdrop of the Channel Islands and the Santa Barbara Riviera neighborhood. If you hang to your right, I'm gonna show you the kitchen next. So in the current configuration, you have both dining nook here to my left, your right, and also ample sized kitchen. This dining nook is wonderful. On one side, you've got the orchard and this beautiful row of mature pepper trees. And then you also look to actually see some mountain views out through this window set here in the corner. And then you can see here on the kitchen, you've got an ample sized kitchen in its current configuration, though I think most people, when they renovate the kitchen, they're also gonna blow out this wall to your left there with the ovens and the range. Maybe that becomes a big center island, and that way you actually open up more natural light from the living room as well as those views to the Pacific Ocean and the Channel Islands. You do have tons of storage throughout the entire home. Here in the kitchen area, there's no exception to that. If you look over that little door to your right there, that goes into one walk-in pantry space. Then you have this built-in desk space, and then you have even a larger walk-in pantry space here to your right through that open passageway door. Tons of space there. And then you just have a huge, oversized 3-car garage. Tons of space for 3 vehicles, as well as a workshop on the kind of the far end. You could open that up with more windows to capture views and have all sorts of kind of storage solutions, or a hobby space. Okay, so here we are back in the main hallway of the home, and this is the other side of that kitchen wall with the ovens and the kitchen range. Again, if you imagine this wall gone and this opened up, all of this natural light would be flooding in. They would be looking through this archway all the way out to that ocean view. You have a nice wide kind of main hallway through the house that gives you to the bedroom wing of the house. Here on your right though, you have a powder room, and that services your guests when entertaining in this kitchen, dining, living part of the house. You can see your entry foyer here with kind of the stately double doors. And then over on your left, that door is actually a walk-in closet, perfect for a walk-in coat closet. You have the stairs down to the lower part of the house. And now you're in the bedroom wing of the main level. If you swing to your right, you're going to go into the first of 3 bedrooms in this wing. This bedroom has filtered mountain views, kind of through that pepper tree canopy. Now the next room that I'm going to take you in here on your right is one of my favorite rooms of the entire property. You've got the vaulted ceilings with the kind of the Spanish style beams. You've got a charming bookshelf there. You have a panoramic view of the San Ynez mountain range there. To my right, we kind of passed it looking at these 2 bedrooms. You also have a sizable linen closet. And then on your right here, this guest bathroom services the 2 rooms that you just looked at. Plenty of space there, and that window actually overlooks a private courtyard that this bathroom and the primary bathroom look out and both experience. Here in the primary suite, this first part of the primary suite is almost a sitting room. You've got this brick fireplace, kind of reminiscent of a smaller version of the living room fireplace. And then the room just opens up. I mean, it's a very expansive primary bedroom suite. You've got the vaulted beam ceilings. You've got 3 sets of sliding doors. One goes out to a private balcony. The other goes out to the main public patio off of the main living spaces. And then you have a expansive kind of bathroom closet area to your primary suite. You've got a double vanity there on your right. And then the second part of the bathroom drops down into a sunken tub that overlooks that courtyard. A walk-in shower and then the toilet area there on the far side. Tons of closet space here in the primary bedroom suite. You can do all sorts of closet organization systems. Here at the end, you actually have a window that brings in not only natural light, but you get those panoramic mountain views. And then you have 3 cedar-lined closets, which can be enjoyed as is, or can be reimagined with the space opened up and have a more kind of new organization system that's more custom to your needs. So one of the great features of this primary bedroom suite is you not only have access to the main patio that flows off of the main living spaces, which I'll show you in a moment, but you also have this private patio access. Just imagine opening the doors in the morning, coming out, experiencing that first glimpse of the ocean view and the Riviera view. You also, as you turn here, you have the ocean on your left. You got that Riviera hillside view, and then if you keep rotating, you actually see that panorama of the San Ynez mountain range over towards the foothills of Montecito. Now this main patio space flows off of not only from the primary bedroom suite, but that entire large living room and dining room all flow out to this space. You got plenty of options on how you furnish this space, from couches and more kind of loungy furniture to full-on outdoor alfresco dining sets. Just a really phenomenal space here. You also from there get one of your best ocean views. If you want to look out there, you get the views all the way to the Channel Islands. There is a clump of pine trees there in the middle of your view. We've already talked with those neighbors and they're really friendly. They're willing to work something out with the new buyer that actually would remove those trees and make that view absolutely panoramic. Down below, it's nice. You actually get a great view up here of your kind of sparkling pool that's recently been refinished. You do have solar for the pool, which is nice, and a hot tub there in the corner. If you look kind of straight ahead of you there, there's the patio kind of expands. This is the area that flows off of the dining room. This is the best spot probably for a true like al fresco dining set. It's not staged that way right now, but just imagine a large table there. Heck, you could have Thanksgiving dinner, you know, 70-degree weather in Santa Barbara outside, and this would be a phenomenal location for it. We've got a few different paths you take from here. You can hang left and go to your kind of parking and orchard area. But at this point, I'd love to take you down and experience that pool area from pool level. So if you want to head down these stairs here. To your left, you can see this little alcove. This is where all of the pool equipment kind of lives over here. That's all been upgraded in the last couple of years, which is nice. This pool decking is expansive. So many different options here. You can imagine rows of Chase lounge chairs, more outdoor dining options, kind of poolside games. You've got lots of options and versatility down in this space. It is all fenced, which is nice for either kids or pets in this space. And as you can see, it just gets loads of especially afternoon sun. If someone were to remove that clump of pine trees we talked about up above, that would massively increase the ocean views from down here as well. Even with them in still place, you do have nice views of the Mesa and Santa Barbara Channel Islands there. This corner of the pool area is nice. You can start seeing those mountain views that we've referenced a few times. So here we are in the downstairs bedroom suite. Like I mentioned, the main level of the house is all functionally single level. So this is all kind of auxiliary space, but great for guests to be down here. Got lots of storage down here. Even in this bedroom, you've got a storage closet there and then another walk-in closet kind of here to your right. And then your full bathroom that is en suite to this bedroom suite right here. As you come out of that bedroom, you can see to your left, that's the staircase that comes down from the primary level of the house. And then you have a full laundry room here with side-by-side washer and dryer, laundry sink, and also access to your systems room with a newer hot water heater and an updated furnace. This space down here is phenomenal. It's huge. While you don't have the vaulted ceilings of upstairs, it is a very grand feeling space with lots of versatility and options. Everything from a game or a media room, just using it kind of in its current hangout space. The kids are downstairs, you know, hanging out at the pool. The adults are entertaining upstairs. It really works well for that kind of duality. Or imagine this space differently and convert it all to an accessory dwelling unit. You know, the bar area behind me, this space could become the ADU's kitchen, accessing the existing plumbing, and then what is currently like a wine room adjacent to the bar. In that scenario, I mean, that could become extra storage, living space, walk-in pantry space, you name it. You've got some versatility and some usage there. Also downstairs, you have a third fireplace. There were two upstairs. You've got your third fireplace there. That fireplace does have gas for easy usage. And then, like we mentioned, this entire room just flows seamlessly out to your pool deck and that recently refinished pool. This pool is a phenomenal place to enjoy the Santa Barbara sunsets. So here we are outside, just on the edge of the pool. There's a nice stabilized retaining wall here that seems like it's done a great job over the last number of decades since it was installed. If you look back on the house, this is a great kind of view and elevation to see the grandeur of the house, the classic quintessential red tile roof, kind of how large that 4,400 square feet is. And then right here, you can see you go from the flat kind of pool terrace down into the lower yard, and there is so much space here that really is, I would say, almost completely untapped. You've got a couple of persimmon trees and some other specimen trees down here, which are nice, but I can imagine this being customized, whether you're adding an accessory dwelling unit down here or doing some kind of grading and making this actually like a yard or a lawn area down below here, or just expanding your orchard. You already have over a dozen fruit trees, but you could easily add a dozen more and add a number of additional varieties if that's the direction you want to head. This path takes you around the house. You can kind of look up and see the primary bedroom suite. That's that private patio that you were out experiencing those views earlier in the virtual tour. And then as you wrap the corner of the house here on this path, you've got a couple different ways to get down to the lower yard. One of them is a small path down to your left, and then ahead of you, you just got that full expanse of the panoramic mountain views. You've got a pair of avocado trees. You can see one of them has recently been pruned back for the health of the tree, but it should produce again. Avocados are one of the things that we love here in Santa Barbara. We love our homemade guacamole and our avocado toast. You can see here the house is private. You've got a gated entrance. It currently is a manual gate, but it could be made automatic. And then I just love this row of pepper trees. It gives a really nice framing when you're in the house looking out at the mountain views. As you can see here, you've got a long driveway that's also wide, plenty of room for off-street parking. You can have a row of cars parked along the driveway. And then there's significantly more off-street parking on the other side of the garage as well. You can see kind of the classic look and feel of the single level composition on this side of the house. I love the quintessential red tile roof, your main entry with your double doors. And then this fountain has actually been converted over to what we call a succulent fountain. So it's a very quiet, peaceful location, and they've opted for something a little bit more drought tolerant and very beautiful and scenic. Here is your 3-car garage, additional parking here for another few cars in front of the garage as well. So you've got lots of parking if you host a party. To your left, you can see this is a great little outdoor patio area. I can see this is kind of like a great spot to have a cup of coffee or a breakfast with a different view orientation, all very scenic and private, which is nice. And then you have your full orchard here, well over a dozen fruit trees, lemon, lime, orange, other citrus as well. Numerous other specimen trees here along kind of the driveway and the parking plaza. Easy room for another 6, 8, 10 cars on this side of the house. So thank you so much for joining me on this virtual tour of 530 Barker Pass Road. Please reach out to your agent or your preferred Z Group Realtor partner to schedule an in-person private showing.